everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Broncos are top 10 in rushing yards. They're going up against a Colts team that will need to keep the running game in check. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Colts going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
All right, here we go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
No, check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Leopard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a first carry for their fullback. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
First down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Watch it
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And ready for 3rd and 6. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On play action, they'll throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Austin's got it left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen as you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Good. Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Leopard. Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to Detroit. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now. Gun.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Detroit! Set!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. The lone receiver right is Cooper.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Here we go now. Blue landed. No. Check.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. Green 39. Leopard. No. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Over. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1 yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1 yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1 yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
39. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And McManus able to put it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
All right, now, look at over. All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. It's the fullback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Detroit! 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 All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here we go now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And on the ground they go with a running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave him a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Now he'll nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Detroit!
A first throw for the backup Lynch. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Lawrence Virgil able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there.
show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya.